In this assignment, we're going to talk about fonts. Fonts are the way your text looks on the page. You all know what fonts are, I do believe, but if you don't, I'm going to show you, and then we're going to talk about what fonts to use and when. What you're going to do is you're going to go into your OneDrive account in Office 365. You're going to create a new Word document, and when that document opens up, I want you to call it fonts. And the idea behind a font for school is, generally speaking, leave it the heck alone. Like, don't touch it. Unless your teacher tells you to use a specific font, don't touch it. If you want to make a good impression on your teachers when you submit an assignment, don't send some scripty, wacky font. If you think it from a teacher's perspective, we have to sit there and read all this stuff. You want your, whatever you send, to be as easy on the eyes as possible to read. Because when a teacher's sitting there trying to read like 30 essays, they don't want to waste any more time than they have to spend in terms of trying to sit there and figure out what some crazy font says. So if you type, "This is my essay is a good font for an essay," I want you to select that. And then if you click up here, you can see you can do different types of fonts. These regular looking ones are pretty good. Common fonts, Calibri is a really good font. Let's see, Times New Roman is a good font. The font that's proven to be easiest for people to read is Arial. And then the idea behind the size of your font is you're never going to trick anybody making the size of your font bigger to make anyone think that you wrote more. Just leave the size alone. Size 11, maybe size 12. That's it. This, though, if you're like, "Oh, this font looks amazing, I have to make it," and then pick some crazy font. Luckily for Microsoft Word Online, you can't get too far off the rails in terms of like weird scripty fonts. But here's a font to always avoid: Comic Sans. Comic Sans is like the worst font in the entire world. Don't type in Comic Sans. Anyone who knows anything about like functioning online looks at Comic Sans and laughs when people write in Comic Sans. It's like just the dorkiest looking font out there. Don't use Comic Sans for anything where you want to be taken seriously. It looks like, "Hey, look at me, I'm up for a good time." Like, maybe people think that, but it's not cool. Don't use it. It's like the least cool font there is. I would stick to stuff like Arial. Calibri is a dope font. It looks good. It's like just big enough to read. Spacing is really nice. Keep your fonts regular. So here's what I want you to do to submit this essay, or to submit this assignment. Create a share link to your fonts document. Make sure you have something typed here in this space in a good font for an assignment for class. Click share, click get a link, click the edit link, create link, Control C to copy it, go back to Canvas and turn that in using Control V. All right, do it to it.